right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the testimony you will give, so help you God?
I do. Hey, yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Rozelle, and I'm here with my boy
Roman Christopher.
I'm also here with my boy.
Yaiko.
And you already know what it is, yo. This is 860's Blunt Truth, where we tell nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and only the truth. Let's get it. Yo, mama, that going, papa, that wrong. That nigga right there was a deadbeat. That shit right there made me headstrong. Big girl, brother be bragging.
Welcome back to A60's Blunt Truth. I'm your moderator / instigator, Roman Christopher, and that is Yaiko with the merch, as you see right here. Christmas edition, even though Christmas is over.
Appreciate
That's
that.
Rozelle with the Truth Serum, Brojito. And we were just talking about the crash that happened in Grozny. Yeah, I'll let them elaborate a little more, give them your thoughts again, because we got a bunch of new people watching anyway. So we'll get them caught up real quick. So we had technical difficulties, so we're getting back into the episode. The plane crash that happened in Grozny, they are saying that it was Russian air defenses that took it down. A lot of people said they heard the bang. The plane went down after the pilot told everybody to get to the back of the plane. 38 people died. 29 have saved their lives, or survived. Yeah, they all said that the same thing. They heard the bang, the thing went down, and he was supposed to land at sea. Ended up landing, trying to land at land because there was a lot of fog. This happened on Wednesday, and they're saying that is due to Russia's air defenses because, quote unquote, drone wars that they've been having with Ukraine. So I want y'all to elaborate a little more again. That was my fault. I guess it was something happened with the recording.
Nah, it's all good.
Internet problems.
It's not all good.
Back into it.
I already told it. If you missed it, you missed it. I'm
Alright.
sorry.
All right.
I'm just saying that, and it could be a slew of anything, bro. A slew of many things. You know, I don't label. I don't label anything a certain way, and I don't count anything out. You know what I'm saying? It could have just been plain, simple engine failure. You know what I'm saying? It should happen. It don't happen often, but it happens. And it so happens it happened, at this day and time. And it happened in the geological spot that it happened. You know what I'm saying? And people are trying to put two and two together and get five. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it could be anything. It could be anything. Don't ever just take anything at face value and say, yeah, that's just what it is. Use a little bit of discernment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because taking everything and jumping at the first answer that sounds kind of good has caused a lot of people to no longer be here on this planet. It's caused a lot of wars. So, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Cool your heads and think about something before you jump.
And made a good point there. And to just reiterate what I said earlier, it could be anything. It could have been Russian military. It could have been Chechnya. It could have been America. It could have been China. It could have been anybody, really. Like, it could have been anything, really. It could have been UAV, UFO. We don't know. Like, there's a lot of things going on around us on a day that we don't know.
It could have been Pinky in the brain.
Could have been.
Because, they got plans to go over the world every day.
That's it. Every day. What we gonna do today, Brain? Who's Pinky and who's Brain? I be Pinky. I don't mind. Oh shit! Damn, I was talking about like government wise.
Oh, listen, you talk about government wise.
Who's
Look,
Pinky?
I think Pinky
Who's
is cool.
Brain?
He's just carefree
So
and
you
live
think
life.
Pinky is Trump and Elon Musk is Brain?
Of course.
All day.
What we gonna do today, Brain?
I'm gonna build this rocket and dig in the ground and make cars that. Yo, can you believe I heard a story about somebody was in a Tesla? They decided to put on auto drive and the shit almost drove into a truck.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't trust that shit anyway.
Yeah, he decided he was gonna sit back and take a nap, put on the auto drive, let that shit drive for him, and it almost drove him straight into a truck. If he would have actually fell asleep, he would have died. Now I wonder, I gotta wonder now if these malfunctions happen, are people signing these contracts for these cars with some type of contract that says that
Of course, the disclosure, of course.
yes,
If you get hurt, it's your fault.
exactly. If you use this auto function, understand that it is not at its full capacity and it is still in a testing phase. And if you die, that's not our fault. Because I guarantee you, Elon Musk ain't getting sued. I bet you Donald Trump ain't getting sued. I bet you nobody in the office or in the cabinet is gonna get sued. But if you die, guess who's got to pay for your funeral?
I'm telling y'all with those Teslas, man. I wouldn't trust that shit anyway. Y'all niggas see the movies when that shit lock the door on you one day and drive you to an unknown disclosure, spot somewhere and drop you off off the side of a cliff, nigga. You know what I'm saying, to the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. Y'all niggas be like, what the fuck?
You think I trust my phone? If shit pops off, I'm leaving this behind.
Oh yeah.
You're not
Yeah,
tracking
facts.
me. I'm out.
That's facts.
Walkie talkies. I already got a couple, yo.
That's it.
That's facts.
Walkie talkies, guys.
Walkie talkies, fucking burner phones, whatever I gotta get.
Walkie-
If I gotta do smoke signals, I got you. But I'm not.
Walkie-talkies.
No, we out.
If everybody you know and you love all just got themselves a walkie-talkie, and then y'all all came up with a certain channel,
And a certain code.
everybody's good. Everybody's good.
I gotta be honest with you. The only way you're gonna get through
Everybody's good.
war is through like communication and being able to deliver that intelligence as fast as possible. But you also gotta code that shit.
The only way to get through war is by being prepared for that shit, which is
Yeah,
something
yeah.
I'm trying to tell y'all niggas to do now.
Yep. Facts.
Be prepared for it. If you ain't ready for it, and you sit in your house and you just watching, TikTok videos about niggas fighting and backflipping, you're shaking their asses, you really ain't doing anything to prepare yourself,
Facts.
and it's your fault when it hits the fan.
Exactly.
facts.
And don't sit there like, oh, well, I just expected our government would take care. The government gonna take care of what? The government uses people like me and you to fight their war. So what were you expecting them to do?
Facts.
What the fuck were you expecting them to do? You're stupid for even saying that. They don't give a shit about you. You're
That's
just
the
another
truth.
fucking another piece of fodder for the flame, bro. Like let's get over it.
That's facts. Yo, what up, the messenger? What up, Titi? He said casualties of war. Oh, all right, he said his internet's good too. All right, so it's just us over here. Maybe it's because we're coming on this show and they don't want us to really put this
They
out
know
there.
they know every Friday night.
Yeah, facts. They definitely prepared ahead of time because everything been lagging, everything been going crazy.
Preparation, guys.
But yeah, so talking about those
Preparation.
Teslas though, remember we were talking about the bots a couple episodes back
Yeah.
and how they're gonna be running off the same AI system as the Teslas too.
Yeah.
That could have happened with that dude. They probably already tried that shit out.
Yo, I don't understand though. Like Razel said, to his point, there's movies out. Did you not watch fucking iRobot? What do you think Terminator is? What do you think The Matrix is? It's a whole bunch of robots run off of one single fucking unit that runs everything. And it shows you in every movie they dominate mankind. Every fucking movie, because we cannot get along with anything that's higher than us or below us. We always got to fight. As human beings, we always have to fight, even amongst ourselves. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why can't we just get along? I don't know. A lot of people like to start trouble. It just don't make sense.
And this show is usually brought to you by the Truth Serum, aka Broquito by Razel. But today we're drinking on some Souretto. Souretto. Summeretto, however you want to call it. But it's pretty good. Oh, right. It's pretty good. I like it.
It's bang bang.
Yeah,
You
definitely
get-
right.
You can get it anywhere you want, but I make it at home, and everybody likes it. So
But back to the damn robots.
yeah, my bad. I'm high too. So
No, it's all good. America.
yes.
Do you honestly believe this fuckboy Elon Musk constructed all those robots are for purchase, who? How many Americans can afford a fucking robot in their house?
Yo,
Be honest.
I
Be
really want to
honest.
know.
How many robots? So what are they there for? What have
Yep,
they been built for?
yep.
If we can't afford them, and he knows this, why in the fuck would you build so many?
Facts. You see, the big questions you got to ask yourself that make the most sense.
Come on, guys.
Makes the most sense.
Why in the fuck? I mean, at very most, I can see them selling a few 100,000 to the very high up.
Right.
The very high up, you know what I'm saying? The 5%ers, the elites, the dudes who are balling.
Yeah.
But after that, though, then what? The motherfucker working down at the factory ain't buying one. Nigga with a McDonald's job ain't buying one.
Yeah.
The motherfucker at the car wash ain't buying one. So why are you creating them for?
Exactly.
That's facts.
Open your eyes.
Simple questions lead to bigger truth.
Yep. And what do you think is gonna happen to us? Like, if we miss the body part, you think they're gonna turn it into a robot?
The what?
We lost a body part, you think they're gonna turn it into a robot to save our lives?
Hell nah.
I think that, well, they're already doing that with pacemakers and shit.
Well,
Yeah.
Neurotransplants.
True.
They got the AI stuff. They got the glasses that go to your mind and project what you see, like whatever you think you could see. Like, yeah, there's a lot of shit they're doing.
No,
on
but
that.
Don't
see-
forget that thing too for diabetes. Remember that they put it in you, and then when it detects when you need when your insulin is going out of whack, and then it does it for you.
And what's crazy
That's
about that
crazy.
is that none of that stuff would be necessary if people just had the right diet and took care of themselves the way they're supposed to. It wouldn't even be necessary.
Now you know me, I'm always about the agenda, bro. I don't think they've given ex-soldiers, you know what I'm saying, robotic arms and legs and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever really been done with the intentions of ultimately helping the soldier.
No.
I think it's just, can we do this so later when we need to motherfucking upgrade ourselves, cyborgs, will we be able to do it? And how much of ourselves can we donate,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and still be ourselves?
Mhm.
So they've just been practicing. Let's give a nigga a defibrillator, see if we can run his heart through a machine. Oh, that worked. Okay, well, let's give a motherfucker a cyborg eye. You know what I'm saying? Some cyborg eye so he can look and see, oh, wow, that worked. Let's give him some arms. So now they know that when it hits the fan, they hopefully maybe could transform themselves.
But you know what, though?
That's a good point.
I think neurologically, that will cause a lot of serious side effects that will cause inhabitability. And the only reason why I say that is because the human mind has already absorbed living inside of a corporeal form that feels and has senses and can smell and taste and touch and whatever. Now, robotics have they've gone to new levels with things, but if you've already experienced that in a human body, now imagine your mind inside of a mechanical body that doesn't have the sense of taste, the sense of smell, the touch, it might actually drive you crazy. You'll start to think, am I really myself, or am I just a am I still me,
Shit,
or
everyone
was I
crazy.
ever even real to begin with? I think you would start to question your reality to an extent where you would self-destruct on a certain level.
For the most part, I think maybe if you had this done to you, you know what I'm saying, against your will, then yes, probably, most definitely.
Mhm.
Or if you woke up one day, I like to do in the movies. So yeah, soldier, you were dead, but guess what? Now you're RoboCop. And yeah, probably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers, I think a lot of motherfuckers are looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
so, but I
So
don't
if
think
you're
you
looking
understand
forward
what-
to it, I don't think that your mind will have a hard time adapting.
I mean, I think that they'll be okay with it longer than somebody who just was forced into it. But eventually, the mind will start to shift one way or another. Like, I don't think there's any way to really prevent it. I think you would have to, you would have to start being born and live a large majority of your life with prosthetics and or otherwise and upgrade slowly into it. I don't think it could be like an all at once kind of transplant. I really don't.
Why? The pain and shit?
Well,
Pain is too much?
not just the pain. I think the psychology of it all. Because even if you cut off your arm, for example, I've worked with amputees where you'll be like, oh, how are you feeling today? I don't know, my left foot hurts. And you're like, but you don't have a left foot anymore. They're like, yeah, but it still hurts. I can feel it. So their nerves still feel as if that part of their body is there. So even if they have a prosthetic or a cybernetic body, they're still going to feel like their foot's there. So when they get an itch, they go to scratch it, they're going to hit a metal piece, and there's nothing there to scratch, and that itch just stays. You know what I mean? So that's why that's why I say it's hard for the mind to let go of something that it already knows. You would have to introduce it over time.
Do
slowly.
you think? And this has nothing to do with anything gay or not. But do you think like a robotic penis comes out like an extension cord? I mean, an antenna. Like, you think it's like really small and it's like. Doop, 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 doop.
I think it'll be an extend-o-matic. It could be anything you want it to.
Right, that's kind of cool, right?
Up, down, left, right, A, B, and you just got a cheat
No
code
Diddy.
for maximum stamina.
Is that something? No, Diddy? I'm just, hey, no, Diddy.
Yeah, that's Diddy.
Oh, shit.
Apparently.
What up, Beth? Shout out, Beth, for tuning in.
It was just a robotic thing.
Hey, Tommy, what up, dude?
Yeah, what up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in.
See you there.
Yeah, so how y'all feeling on that topic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we touched on it.
Yeah?
I mean, I think I touched it all over the place, like a Catholic priest.
Oh, shit,
That's
geez.
definitely this.
Yeah, that
That's crazy.
definitely warrants
Anytime
that.
y'all hear that sound, that's because it's something Diddy said.
So yo, check it. I'm just curious though. Where do we land with like? Do we? So are we in agreement? It could literally just be anything at this point. We just need to wait and not jump to conclusions.
Exactly.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I think
I've
that's
heard a
what
lot
this
of
show
people
needs
say
to
that
give
same thing
people.
though. Like everywhere, like we're just gonna have to wait. Guess we're just gonna have to wait and see and find out. So I mean, I guess that's all we could do at this point.
But you know what's crazy about it though is that we already know we can't trust our own media. We know that they inflate stories, they change stories, they embellish. So why are we still waiting and seeing? Why doesn't somebody from the grapevine, somebody's cousin who was out there, call somebody who was here, who calls somebody up, like yo, like spread the information. We have so many ways to talk about things now, online and on the air and whatever else. Why aren't we doing it?
Because ultimately, you really wouldn't be able to believe them 100%. So what if they're spreading propaganda? You know what I'm saying? So we've been taught as citizens of this bitch ass country so long that we get to trust the media. You know, it's sad to say that we've learned now in our later days that these motherfuckers are in cahoots with the higher ups, but we've been learning to trust them. So let's say somebody said, hey, I seen that. What if that person was a radical who wanted the world to come to an end? Well, what if the person who wife left them and kids don't love them, and he calls up and say, yo, guess what? I was the one that shut the plane down. My general told me to. Now, this is a falsified phone call. We're going to war with one of the biggest countries in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't forget. All right. So before this happens, right? Before this news even came out about the plane, I recall. Now, if Russia did shoot him down, there's no way it was an accident. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I recall Putin even saying that his ability to detect missiles, and he specifically stated nuclear missiles, but their ability to detect incoming shit is right there with us. So if that's the case, there's no way they shot down a freighter plane or a passenger plane by accident. It was on purpose. If it turned out to be Russia, I'm saying. I don't think it was, though, because Putin is very adamant about if he did attack America, he would make sure that he would give enough warning for American citizens to evacuate. Now, how we would get that warning, I don't know, because our country would do everything it can to make sure we don't get that warning to incite the violence and the war even more. But if that's the case, then I can honestly believe that our country would shoot down a plane to make it seem.
Is this a class in session?
Green.
I believe that they would literally shoot down a plane
Oh,
to incite a war because they're already invoking a draft.
You know what? I believe Putin got a lot of good-hearted ideas and intentions, but that whole I would let Americans evacuate. You know how much? You know how much long? You know how much time you would need to tell America to leave America?
Well, no,
what
like
he
I
said,
said,
what he said on his
Shit.
what he said on his interview was that he's gonna let them know what places he's going to attack so they can evacuate that area.
Oh, okay.
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right. So even,
Okay, areas.
I saw that live before.
I'm
he
about
did
to
it.
say, it's about America. We all get the fuck out of here.
oh yeah, no.
You know
No.
what I'm
He said there's certain
There's-
areas that he would
There's some
attack.
people who can't even get out their goddamn beds right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let alone get out the house.
Right.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying though. Now do I believe that America and the whole 9/11 thing? Like, I think we talked about it before. But there's
9/11
theories that
9/11 was America.
there's stories that it was America and that it was
Oh,
not a
it
plane, that it
was
was a
America.
missile, that it was a missile attack. And I think we did touch on it.
I don't
before.
even believe it was a missile. I believe, like most people believe,
They put
it was a
bombs inside
bomb.
that
It
shit,
was
right?
bombs set up in the basement because the shit fucking crumbled. The planes would have hit a building from the top. That shit would have exploded. Something fell off. Some of the bottom still would have stayed, nigga. Those shits collapsed.
Yeah.
There's no way you get a plane run into a building up top and it collapses the fucking building, bro. It
And
just doesn't happen.
somebody said too that the steel in that building was so sturdy and so strong that you needed some high power shit to really melt that shit to make
And
it.
not only that, I'll never forget, guys. I was incarcerated.
I was in my classroom.
I was incarcerated when that happened.
Oh,
When it happened, and guess
shit.
what? See, you were in the classroom learning whatever you was learning. I was watching the news, right? And in the news clip, they showed Secret Service walk over to the bush and tell him what just happened. See, he was
Mhm.
reading the book
Mhm.
to a bunch of
I
children.
saw that.
Mhm.
I saw that.
He walked over, Mr. President. This just happened. In his ear, he looked at him
Let's see you read
and
it.
then went back to reading his goddamn
Yep.
book.
Yep, I seen that.
They already knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, it was all planned out. That's why I'm saying, like, how for whatever reason it was done, we don't know. We don't know
He was-
the actual reason why it was done. But I can honestly tell you that attack came from our own country.
Well, here's the-
and
here's the
a
thing,
lot
he
of
was
the
supposed to be there.
propaganda.
Right.
He was supposed to be there. George Bush was supposed to be in that building when that happened. He wasn't there.
But he
He was in a classroom reading the book.
conveniently was in the classroom reading book to children.
I don't know, man.
Come on.
I don't know. That's crazy, man. That's real sketchy because you know what? Don't forget, right after that, we were at war trying to get oil from Russia because Russia had.
See?
I mean, I'm not Russia. I'm sorry, Iraq, because they had WMDs and all these WMDs they got. We got to go in there and stop them because they're terror and it's bullshit.
That was all part of
Bullshit.
that. That was all part of the plan. Okay, if
Man.
if I get America mad, because now remember some Afghanistans or Pakistans, whatever niggas hijacked the plane.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Oh.
Muslim niggas. So now,
Box cutters.
Supposedly. The
Right.
thing is, they wrap their face up and then they say they're
yeah, I
Yeah.
can do that shit.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So now they hijacked the plane, bro. Their families probably was given a few $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You have to kill yourself. Who might buy on the plane? Fuck them on the plane. You have to kill yourself. But what you do is we'll make sure your family and your children are all well taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So niggas flew a plane to a building. Now America is fucking pissed at Muslims. We're at war.
Yeah.
Yo, I'll never forget that
Yep.
shit. It felt so good to be black in America at that time because the white people hated Muslims more than they hated me.
That was actually true.
Yo,
They see
that
they
is
see
true.
a black face and be like,
I mean,
hey,
I
brother,
don't know. I think it was kind of close though.
yo, hey, brother, fuck the Muslims, huh? I'm a goddamn Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Like yo,
So
Before we continue on real quick, whoever's on our Facebook, if you guys are watching our live, can you guys I see Tommy.
yeah, I was
had a
gonna
couple
say
comments.
Tommy
Shout out
said
Tommy.
VR is already prepping our minds, and he also said America blew up the pipeline and blamed Russia. So there you go. So that's what I'm saying though. Like if our news reports are saying, oh, this plane was shot down over Russian territory and Putin did it. Well, I don't believe our news media first and foremost. I don't believe anything. Like yo, they blew up the pilot. Like, well, what did they do to the Indians recently? That they started like building sewage lines from factories through their territory, the place that they left them. They're supposed to be there. You know, we won't fuck with you. We won't bother you. We know we took your land away from you type shit. And then they start running this pipe through there and they're killing off all their vegetation and all their food sources and all that other shit. And they've been pleading with them to stop. They've been out there protesting for them to stop and then protesting peacefully. And they were getting bullied and arrested and beaten. What did anybody in this country do about it? What did any of y'all do about it? For real, ask yourselves. And now, if you believe that this stuff is actually happening, that yo, like these things overseas and whatever else, and it's all their fault, like no, look at the things that we do and look at the propagandas behind it, and you'll start to see the bigger picture. You got to start asking the right question.
There you guys have it. You know what I'm saying? He let y'all know. He let y'all know what it was and what it is. That's talking about out
Facts.
there. Yeah, so how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Want to get into the riddle of the day? Or
Yeah, I think we got to get the answer for the last one, right?
yeah, facts. That's
All right.
everybody's favorite segment. Matter of fact, let me see what this button does. Yeah, I ain't said nothing funny. Cause y'all look funny. Y'all look funny out there. All you listening. Nah. All right, let's get into the riddle of the day. Let's do it. Razel, that's on you.
I don't know why it's on me all the goddamn time.
Man, you started this.
You're the riddle
I
master.
did not.
He came in here. He was like, "Yo, I got a riddle for the show." And
I don't
guess
remember that.
what?
I don't
And
remember
guess
that.
what? That's what it's been
I
ever
don't
since.
remember that.
Let's go back to
But
episode
the
1. Y'all gotta
last
check it out.
show, the last show, my riddle was something that makes you happy, something that makes you sad, something that makes you laugh, something that makes you mad. Sometimes it's about your mother, sometimes it's about your dad. What am I?
That's right.
And the answer to that riddle was, I am a joke. I am a joke. A joke can make you happy, mad, laugh, or sad. And it could be about your mother or it could be about your father. The answer to the riddle was a joke.
That was actually really good.
That
That
was a good
made
one.
off the top, right then and there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm nowhere near drunk enough today to make one off the top.
I thought you was already working on one.
No, but I do have an old one. It's kind of corny, and a lot of you probably heard it before too. But I still ask it.
And we got back on another riddle.
You ready?
Let's do it.
I get wetter and wetter the more I dry.
Did he?
What am I?
Did he?
Here we go.
That is crazy.
So I get wetter and wetter the more I dry. What am I?
I
get
know it.
wetter and wetter the more I dry.
I know it.
You know it?
I know it.
All right, I'll let you guess. If you don't get it, then I can keep on trying. But
A
yeah, I don't know.
towel.
Answer is a towel. Yes.
He got it, y'all. And you know what that means by default when somebody gets it? That means we need to make up another one on the spot. So,
Mhm.
how you feeling, Razel?
I got you. I just made this up. Let's see if I can
You need
word it
some
right.
truth serum. We need to
I
get,
need
to get to the
some serum.
Proquito.
Let's see.
I like that.
I'm
headband.
always by your side, yet you never acknowledge me. When the light is, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. I was
I
gonna say that.
got one. I got one.
All right, that's 2 down, guys. 3
God
strikes
damn.
you out. We might need one of you guys to give us a
Now
riddle.
answer this one. Ready? Black, brown, red, yellow, purple, green, pink, orange. No matter what color I start off, I always end up being white. What am I?
Hold
A
up.
pearl.
Hold up.
Wrong.
I always end up being white.
Say it one more time. Yo, what y'all
Black,
think it is?
brown, red,
Oh yeah,
yellow,
Tommy said Tom on the last one.
black, brown,
Yeah, you got
green, yellow, red, orange, purple. No matter what color I start off, I always end up being white. What am I?
Crack. Say no.
Anybody?
Shit.
Any listeners?
America.
Any listeners? Nah, that's not the answer though. But they don't end up that way.
I'm checking the live feed now, see if anybody got anything.
Anybody got an answer for me out there?
Anybody out there? Get this one right, so he got to make up
Smile,
another one.
bro.
Come on,
Tommy, all
guys.
right, so Tommy just said light.
Like, nah, that was a good answer, Tommy, but no, that's wrong, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Tommy. I really
Definitely
do appreciate
yo.
you.
Yeah.
You almost had it though. That was a good one. I was thinking light, but I was like, nah, that's a little too quick. I gotta think of something deeper.
I'm getting tired of being put on the spot too with these riddles. So, but there it is, guys.
One more time. One
I'm
more
gonna
time
have to
for
go
the
back
listeners.
to the episodes and show him when he said he had this and he could do it.
I
man.
didn't say that.
Right.
I've never said that.
Right. It might
I've
be episode
never-
1 or 2.
It might have been. I'm pretty sure one of those.
Never.
So, as a pilot episode.
Why? I mean, black, brown, yellow, green, red, orange, purple, pink. No matter what color I start off, I always end up being white in the end.
The rainbow.
Colors.
Taste the rainbow.
Wrong and wrong.
Crayon.
All right, on to the next.
All right. Yeah. So we're moving forward. You guys we'll give you like 2 more seconds. 2 more seconds is up. All right.
That was the fastest 2 seconds. I was like, one
Yeah.
Mississippi. Oh, it's up. I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I wonder why I always lost that touch football.
Look at that. We're being generous. Y'all just got 8. All right. So check this out, right? I'm gonna do something a little bit different today for Truth Shall Set You Free. All right. There's an organization. There's actually 2 organizations, but one's an actual organization, one's a podcast. I'm gonna put these down for you. Truth Shall Set You Free. There's an organization called the Innocent Project that make it their mission to help those that have been wronged in our legal system. And they also have a booming true crime podcast that have also helped investigate cases where they felt people were wrongfully convicted. And I'm gonna break down 10 cases for y'all that they actually got overturned. They shed light to these cases. Which one of them. We said it actually on one of our podcast episodes. So this one is Sheldon Thomas. Y'all get it?
Sheldon
What it's
Thomas.
like?
I already
Sheldon
know.
Thomas.
Me twice.
Yeah. He served nearly 19 years before his murder conviction was overturned. Thomas was charged with the murder of teenager Anderson Bursey after detectives misled an eyewitness to identify the wrong Sheldon Thomas by using the wrong picture of Mr. Thomas. According to Brooklyn Direct Attorney Eric Gonzalez, Sheldon's case was compromised from the very start by grave errors and lack of probable cause to arrest Mr. Thomas. He was further deprived of his due process rights when the prosecution proceeded, even after the erroneous identification came to light, making his conviction fundamentally unfair. Mr. Thomas has helped vacate 34 convictions since 2014.
So what they're saying is he was framed, and everybody was in on it.
Yeah,
So
pretty
there's
much the police.
So the judges' names ain't coming up, the attorneys' names ain't coming up, the public defender's names not coming up, the police officers that arrested, like nobody's names are coming up, but this guy, his name came up and he was set free and he was wrongdoing. How about we find out who's the people that's doing this shit, see who they're connected with, and then follow that breadcrumb trail. I bet you it'll lead back to the FBI or the CIA.
That'd be pretty cool. You guys should take some time to do that for us, because if they're gonna look for anybody, it's not gonna be us. Shit.
Listen, this podcast, this show is not helping our cause either. It's just putting more shit up there, as I'm telling you right now. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So y'all do the research. We just giving the information.
That's facts. Yep. So I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break down the next 9, but I'm not gonna actually go through the whole case because we'll be here forever. But I'm gonna definitely break down them. I'm gonna break them down in numbers. Sheldon Thomas was number one. Number two, which they say is the most egregious wrongful convictions in New York, which I'm sure I don't know what I'm gonna say. The Central Park Five.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Central Park Five. They said that was the most egregious.
I remember that
Oh,
one.
shit. Yes, sir.
Number three, we got Henry McCollum and Leon Brown.
Wow, these names.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
These names.
They were convicted over 30 years in prison before being
Anybody
released.
named Chad or
How long?
30 years in prison before being
God.
released.
Chad or
Damn.
Brian? Any Camerons?
Yo, 30
Unbelievable.
years.
No,
Think
not
about
Cameron,
that.
but
yo.
I'm sorry, not Camerons. Camerons.
Camerons.
Any Camerons?
Yeah,
I have a
Cameron.
white lady here.
Is a white lady?
Got a white lady for y'all.
She was hooking.
She's in number 4.
She was hooking.
Kimberly Long.
That sounds Chinese.
Yeah, it's a white lady.
She sounds like she could be half over
Kimberly
here too.
Long. She was convicted of murder in 2005 and sentenced to 15 years to life in the prison. And she wasn't in prison until 2009 after she had lost her appeal. But she's been released as well as innocent. Then we have Lamar Johnson.
Another one.
He served close to 30 years in prison.
She,
It's crazy, right? So they got 30 years and then she got 15. So it's bugged out. He's been released for being innocent for murder. Once again, it was murder. Crazy they keep tying all these things to murder.
always.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm gonna get them out. If we can't get the
Where's
person
the
who did it,
body? Where's the autopsy?
if we can't get
Seriously.
the person who did it, we'll get somebody who's of a certain look, and then we'll just say it was them.
Yeah, for real.
Tommy said, didn't Trump say the Central Five were still guilty even after they were found not guilty?
I wouldn't doubt it.
You know what, Tommy?
I've
I'm
never heard
honestly not sure. We got to look into that. Thanks for presenting us with that.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
We're gonna have to
He
bring that
put
up.
out a full page in the newspaper.
He said the
Okay.
Central Park 5 were
What paper was it, Tommy? If you know the paper, let us know. We're going to look into it. We'll talk about it next show.
yes, sir. Number 6, we have Matt Howell. He
Okay.
was
Sounds white. He sounds white.
he's black.
Damn, I was rooting for you niggas.
Matt Howell.
I was rooting for y'all niggas, man.
Facts. You know,
I was happy, like, oh shit, a white dude.
he was happy for y'all for once. Y'all just ruined it.
He could be Uncle. He could be Uncle Tom.
It could be.
That doesn't count, though. Still
Yeah,
don't
he's
count.
still brown. He's
That's
still
true.
brown.
That's true.
Yep.
I was just based on the name. I was just looking. I was open.
They never said how long he served though.
Yes,
Can't find anything.
He's not
Number
white.
7, top 7. This dude broke the top 10. White guy.
a white guy.
A white guy. It's
You
crazy.
go, white guy.
Is it the guy that they recently arrested for the murder of that E CEO?
Is it the guy who really did it? But after a while, they just said, "Fuck it, get them out for free."
Possible. It's possible. We would never know. I guess.
We'll never know.
His name is Randolph Arledge. He was sentenced to 99 years in prison in 1984 for the murder of Caroline Armstrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do research on Caroline Armstrong because that
Yeah.
name sound a little
Iffy.
yeah.
You can slide both sides.
So, well, that name Randolph, though, you know what the name Randolph.
Yeah,
that is
Randolph.
definitely a white dude right off the rip.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10.
It reminds me of remember no, was it Coming to America? No. My God, Eddie Murphy movie. They had two brothers.
Yeah, Randolph and Mortimer.
Yeah, remember that?
Randolph
Oh
and
man,
Mortimer.
what was the name of that movie?
That was Trading Places.
Trading
Yeah,
Places. Yeah. Randolph.
Check this out. Randolph only served, well, I can't say only. It's still a lot.
Yeah, 3.
14 years in
Oh,
prison.
14.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's still a lot.
Yeah,
It's still a
14
lot.
is
lot.
still a lot. That's
Yeah.
that's a young teenage
That's a
life
lot.
right there. Think
Yeah.
about that. A young teenage life in
Think about it,
prison.
Randolph. You committed the murder and still got out. So big ups to you. I'm just Randolph. I don't know if you did it or not.
Yeah, the reason why I say was Caroline you guys can't use your phone. I'll look it up. Caroline Armstrong. Remember that name? 'Cause,
I mean, it could be either way. Because Caroline could be a very whitish name as well.
yeah, but Armstrong, I guess it can go either way. It can
Yeah,
go either
It
way.
could really could go
It
either
can
way.
definitely go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna definitely look it up. I'm gonna find out. All right. Number 8, we have Marvin Anderson.
No questions. Keep going.
Yo, that's just crazy, bro. I don't understand. This is wild. You notice they all got son at the end?
Sons.
Have you noticed that? You know how like they
Yeah.
say the word son at the end of a name came from the slavery time?
Right, it did.
It's crazy
Johnson,
how all of them have
Maxson.
The
been
Johnson and the Max sons
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
all of them have they've been ending with son. It's crazy.
Come over here, son.
You guys ain't even gonna guess this one. You ain't gonna guess it.
Shit.
I can't guess what race this is. Muhammad Aziz and Khalil
Oriental.
Islam. Khalil
Oriental.
Islam.
Oriental, what you talking about?
I don't know. I don't think maybe Yugoslavian. Yeah, somewhere around there.
They've actually were convicted of the assassination of human rights activist Malcolm X. They served 20 years and 22 years before set free.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's wild.
That they did do it.
That's that they didn't do it. Yep.
Yeah, it was the FBI and the CIA.
Yeah.
And the
And,
Bloods
and,
and the
and
Crips and
here's
the
the
KKK.
crazy thing you say that the first thing that pops up is it says they both led to both parties receiving $40 million they had asked for due to the gross misconduct both suffered at the hands of the FBI.
At the FBI. Look at that, how those three letters just pop up.
Yep.
That's crazy, right?
And number 10, we have, and this should sound like an NBA countdown and shit. We over here. Number 10, top 10.
Up to
Top.
This is crazy.
Also, Tom, listen real quick. Tommy said in 1989 he put out an ad in 4 newspapers, including the New York Times. Yeah, that was in 89, but they were recently cleared of all, exonerated, right?
A little more recent. It wasn't really like recent, but
a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
yeah, it was a couple years.
But yeah, it was definitely after 1989.
Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm
For
just
sure.
saying, like, yeah, we want to know, like, if he put out anything recent to the contrary now, or if he's, if that's just from back in the day. If it's back in the day, is what it is. Everybody's
yeah,
wrong.
fact.
Definitely good. Let's get it.
All right,
Yeah.
top 10. Thomas Raynard James.
I don't know about that one. That sounds a little dark to me, but
It does. He actually is.
yeah, of course he
Yeah,
is.
he
I
definitely
know
is.
he was. I was just,
He was convicted of the murder of Francis McKinnon during a home invasion.
Is not a pill.
That's what it looks like. He said, though there was no physical evidence tied to James, Dorothy Walton claimed she was sure that law enforcement had the right guy.
so I think it was for another person to say, hey, I think it was him.
Can you guess what race she was?
I think she was sound white, but she could have been black.
She was white.
She was white, right?
Yeah.
See, when they're white, they get away with everything.
Yep.
No.
She said it. She said it. That means he did it.
Amber
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah,
Amber said it, guys.
But you know what? A lot of times these law enforcement agents, they don't know what the hell they're doing, so they'll just take anybody.
the
just to get a
majority of times they
conviction.
don't know different they're doing. Man, these motherfuckers are so lost, and stupid, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Law
saying.
enforcement, yo.
Or it'll be, like the mayor's son or somebody higher up that got support,
Facts.
and they gotta do a little switcheroo. Like, yo, we can't let him get convicted. So what we gonna do is we're gonna grab that kid over there and say it was him.
Facts.
I'm just saying, you think this shit don't happen? If you were in that position and you could save your kid, you wouldn't do it? Tell me you wouldn't do it. Tell me you wouldn't do it.
Of course. It's always gonna be about
Yeah.
your child over everything else.
So people need to start doing their research, because the reality is we all want to protect our kids, but when our kids fuck up and do something wrong, sometimes they got to pay the consequences. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of parents this day and age. And I'm not trying to bring it there, but I'm going to say this real quick and I'm going to let it go. Y'all need to stop letting your kids do whatever the fuck they want. Teach your kids, talk to your kids, respect your kids, and know your kids, but don't let them do whatever the fuck they want. It's not okay either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta put that foot down and be like, listen, man, this is what it is. And the reality is it's not gonna be nobody else's fault if something bad happened to them because they ain't learned that lesson when they was young. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences to actions. There's always consequences to actions. Kids don't believe that anymore because they really believe that the system has made them infallible. Stop letting them believe that. Let them know they are human beings. They are people. They need to respect each other and not be going around starting problems, expecting no consequence. You know, I hear crazy stories these days and age. I'm like, yo, that never would have flown when we was growing up.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel you.
just saying. All right, so that's all I wanted to say, man. I just been hearing some crazy stuff. Man.
Yeah, we'll get into Truth Be Told, which actually goes hand in hand with Truth First because I just got some news in an alert on my phone, which I'm not sure how long ago this happened. Could have been earlier today, but it goes hand in hand basically. But with that last case, he served 32 years of a life sentence before he was set free. So
Mm, mm, mm.
it seemed like all the color people did 30 plus, and then all the non-color did 15 below. Yeah,
Just long enough for nobody to get convicted of the murder after it was all said and done. Think about that.
it's crazy. I wonder if they all got
You know what I'm saying? Because if they get out of
millions.
jail in 2 years, 3 years, then that means somebody's still held accountable for that murder, and the limit of statute or the limitation or whatever is still in effect.
Mhm.
Which means they gotta find somebody. But as soon as that time runs out, and just to be sure that it runs out, let's make it 30-year sentence.
Facts. And I want to give a shout out to the Innocent Organization for doing what they do to try to help people that are wrongfully convicted, and also
Facts.
the True Crime Podcast. So all y'all, if y'all guys know somebody that's been innocently convicted, if that's even a way to say it, yo, hit them up. They might just be able to help you out. They might do the research for you, like they've been doing for all these people. So, you know,
That is if you guys are on the level. I don't know. That whole getting people out of jail 30 years after the fact, and it just happens to be 30
Well,
years for
they'll
all of
know.
them. I don't know.
They'll know when they do or don't find the evidence. You know what I'm saying, compelling enough to you know what I'm saying, extract them from jail.
yeah. So now, truth be told, now they're saying that the White House is saying that the early indications of that plane coming down was a Russian air strike.
For that, the White House is saying that. Okay.
All right, guys.
And
Truth be told, I want to know what y'all think about this.
you know what, Razal, go ahead, take that shit.
I already said it in the beginning. If it wasn't a plane and you're flying too close to the Russian borders without proper authorization, you know what I'm saying, then you deserve it.
How do you feel about the White House now saying this, and not just
Authorization. I'm sorry.
not just
It's
not,
all
not
good. My
just,
bad. I
not
was reading
just like the
Tommy
news or
put up.
nothing like that. Like it's now the White House trickling down on it.
I don't give a fuck what it was. It was the plane's fault for flying too close. Where niggas is beefing right now. We're in a time of upset, and if it was flying close enough for them to blow it up, well, that means it wasn't inside of a natural flight port. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
exactly.
anything out of a natural flight path could be taken as hostile. My bad for saying this, but
What about the fact that it was an airline?
airline drop bombs too. Drop bombs too.
I guess it could be a disguise.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But once again, you already seen what Biden has done to us and what's going on. What if this is just an act of, I'm gonna go out with a bang? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send American troops into war before I leave. One last time.
That's a possibility.
Come on, man.
That's a great possibility because, as far as I knew, Russia, Putin. I say Putin, and our soon-to-be president, who should be in office by now. I believe he got in early.
Musk.
Donald Trump.
Trump.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
As I understood it,
For y'all that watch the other episodes, y'all know why we laughing.
facts. As I understood it, they were on good terms. So for the White House to come out and say, "Oh, well, it was Russia," that I do have to question if it was Biden who possibly pulled an attack like that, try to send that leaked out from the White House. Or if shit went down behind closed doors and that this is a scare tactic. I don't know, but I don't believe the hype, and I knew that was gonna come. I knew that it was gonna be the White House said, or CNN said, or ABC said, or MSNBC said. All these news outlets that are giving you this information, it's all regurgitated shit from the people. who tell them what to tell the public. The best way to control the public is to make them look left while they're doing shit on the right. Let's keep it real.
It's always a smoke screen, always a diversion.
And I wanted to say, so Tommy, he said X was killed by FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover. It was a distraction.
Yep.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, we got to get you on the show, Tommy. Actually, I know we almost done with this episode, so it's probably a little too late. I know you got a lot of knowledge and you be into stuff like this. So every Friday we're gonna be coming on. Next week is probably gonna be around what, 6 o'clock, like normal time.
Roughly, yeah.
About 6 o'clock. If you're available, man, we'll send you a link on whatever Gmail, whatever email you work with, and we'll send you a link, and you could join us right from your house. So if you're ready to come on, I mean, let me know, because we down to talk, conversate, and also debate, because that's what we do on this show. But we don't never judge. We don't never judge. You will probably have to jump that man right there, because he will debate his points at the very end.
Yo, keep it a buck with you. We have classing sessions more than enough time. I thought we was gonna have one today. We were right there.
I
I
chose
tell you,
not
that's
to.
that when those
borderline.
classing sessions come along, I do walk away with a bit of a headache.
Yeah, he does.
You know why, right?
we had to use that one today.
Yeah.
We haven't used it
I
yet.
just punch him and punch him and punch him
And
in the
that's
head with facts.
He keeps it coming and he don't stop. But guess what? I be disagreeing with those facts.
He drop bob and weave. A few be hitting him. He's like, dang.
He don't be hearing me. That's all it is. He ignore every.
I-
It be with the
strong like
DNA and the
I'm
cells,
Bravo.
man. It's just,
Bravo.
And Will's mind, he be like this, and Yaiko's mind.
it's the truth.
Which is the sound of our class in session. So anytime you come on, Tommy, you know, we ready over here for the boxing matches. You know what I'm saying? I've been dying to use that sound effect too for the right reason.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
So let's go. So that,
Yeah, I think we
is
got to
it,
wrap
so
it up now.
That
Yeah.
is the show for the day.
Another episode of
Yes, sir.
Episodes Blood Truth. I'm your moderator / instigator, Roman Christopher. And that's Razel, the main debater. The Truth Serum. Feel me?
Like
Rokito,
we call him the master debater.
master debater. And we got Yaiko with the merch. Christmas edition. I'm saying.
Appreciate y'all.
Not gonna be able to wear this to next Christmas, but hey, it is what it is. Yo, we love y'all, man. Be safe.
It's your boy Yaiko. Remember, like, subscribe, share, and comment below. This is A6O's Blunt Truth. We out.